안녕하세요, 송혜교입니다. 저는 지금 양평에서
Song Hye Kyo, the graceful and ever-elegant actress we've admired for years, has finally opened up in a rare, emotional interview about how Lee Minho completely changed her view of love. And trust me, what she said left both fans and interviewers speechless. It happened during a quiet sit-down interview that was supposed to focus on her new project. But as always, love has a way of sneaking into conversations when it's real. The interviewer gently brought up Lee Minho's name, asking how their relationship had shaped her as a person. And in that moment, Song Hye Kyo paused, smiled softly, and said something no one expected. "He taught me to see love differently," she began, her voice calm yet filled with depth. "Before, I thought love was something that had to be perfect, flawless, unbreakable. But with Minho, I realized love is about patience, forgiveness, and finding peace in imperfection." Her words instantly went viral. Fans who had been following their story from the beginning couldn't help but feel emotional. For so long, Song Hye Kyo had been known for her poise and guarded heart, especially after everything she's been through in the public eye. But now, hearing her speak about Lee Minho with such openness made everyone realize just how deeply he's touched her life. She continued, "Minho didn't just come into my life and make it romantic. He made it calmer. He listens when I speak. He understands my silences. And he's shown me that love isn't about trying to be perfect for each other. It's about being real, even when it's messy." Those words carried so much emotion that even the interviewer had to take a moment before asking the next question. Lovely viewers, can you imagine the power of that kind of love? To transform someone's entire view of what love means, that's something rare, something precious. Lee Minho has always been known as the charming, confident heartthrob of Korean dramas, but behind the scenes, it seems he's also the man who gave Song Hye Kyo a reason to believe in love again. When asked what moment made her realize he was different, Song Hye Kyo's eyes softened. "There was a day when I was tired, completely overwhelmed by everything happening around me. I didn't say a word, but Minho just sat beside me. He didn't try to fix anything, didn't tell me to cheer up. He just stayed there. That silence healed me more than words ever could." Viewers, that one moment spoke volumes about their connection. Sometimes love isn't about grand gestures or perfect lines from a script. It's about being present, about showing up when the world feels heavy. And that's exactly what Lee Minho did. The way she spoke about him was filled with quiet admiration. "He made me laugh again," she said, smiling shyly. "There were days I forgot how to laugh, days when I thought love was something that faded over time. But with him it feels new every day. He has this warmth. You can't help but feel safe around him." As soon as the interview aired, fans flooded social media with messages like, "This is real love," and "Lee Minho truly changed her life." Hashtags like #MinKyoLove and #SongHyeKyoHeart opened trending worldwide. Some fans even said they cried hearing her words, calling it the most genuine interview she's ever given. Later in the interview, Song Hye Kyo was asked how her experience with Lee Minho differed from her past. Her answer was simple but powerful. "Before, I used to think love was about what you give up for someone. But now, I realize love is about what you grow into together. Minho never asked me to change. He accepted every version of me, even the broken parts. And that acceptance changed everything." Lovely viewers, don't those words just hit you right in the heart? To be loved not in spite of your flaws but because of them, that's what makes love eternal. And it's clear that Lee Minho gave her a new definition of happiness. She even shared a sweet, candid detail that melted everyone's hearts. "He always tells me that I smile differently now," she said with a small laugh. "He says there's a softness in my eyes that wasn't there before. Maybe he's right. Maybe that's what love does. It brings back the light you didn't know you lost." The internet practically exploded after that. Fans began sharing side-by-side photos of her before and after she met Lee Minho, pointing out how her eyes indeed looked brighter, her smile more genuine. It wasn't just media talk. Everyone could see the difference. She glowed not from makeup or fame, but from the kind of peace only true love brings. Even Lee Min-ho himself reacted subtly. Hours after the interview went live, he posted a photo on Instagram of a sunset over the ocean with a caption, "Her light changed everything." Fans immediately connected the dots. The timing was too perfect, the words too heartfelt. Once again, the internet erupted, with people saying it was his quiet way of acknowledging her words. And then, in another beautiful twist, Hye Kyo was later spotted wearing a delicate necklace, the same one she had worn during their first public outing together. Fans quickly noticed and took it as a sentimental gesture. Some even joked, "She's wearing love around her neck." Lovely viewers, what makes this story even more inspiring is how both of them have grown individually while supporting each other. Hye Kyo didn't just find romance, she found peace. She found the courage to open her heart again. And Lee Min-ho didn't just fall in love with her beauty. He fell in love with her strength, her kindness, her quiet grace. In one touching part of the interview she said, "I used to think love fades, but with him it deepens. He makes me want to love without fear." Those words resonated with so many people who've loved and lost, reminding everyone that even after heartbreak, love can bloom again, softer, wiser, and more beautiful than before. By the end of the interview, Hye Kyo's eyes shimmered as she spoke one final sentence that left everyone speechless. "He taught me that love isn't about finding someone to live with," she said. "It's about finding someone you can't imagine living without." The clip went viral instantly, reaching millions of views within hours. Fans commented things like, "This is what true love looks like," and "They're a reminder that real relationships can survive the spotlight." It wasn't just a confession, it was a love letter to everyone watching, a message that love is worth believing in again. And as fans around the world continue to celebrate their story, it's clear that Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo have become more than just stars, they've become symbols of hope. Their love reminds us that no matter what you've been through, the right person can make you see the world, and yourself, in a whole new light. After the cameras stopped rolling from her last interview, reports say that Hye Kyo lingered for a moment on set, lost in her thoughts. The staff noticed her smiling softly, her eyes distant but full of warmth, as if she was replaying cherished moments in her mind. Moments that only she and Lee Min-ho truly understood. It wasn't just the look of someone reminiscing about love. It was the glow of a woman who had finally found peace within it. Later that evening, as she sat down with close friends for dinner, she opened up a little more. According to one of them, Hye Kyo said something that left everyone quiet for a while. She whispered, "You know, for the first time I'm not scared of love anymore. Lee Min-ho didn't just show me affection. He made me believe in love again." Her voice reportedly trembled as she spoke, but her expression remained serene. It was the kind of confession that comes from deep within, from a heart that has been through storms and finally found its calm. Fans who saw her that night described her as radiant, not in a superficial way, but in that rare way people shine when they're genuinely happy. The transformation was undeniable. Hye Kyo, once known for her graceful reserve and emotional guardedness, had become more open, more expressive, and more comfortable being seen for who she really was. Those who followed her career over the years can tell that this newfound glow isn't just from success or fame. It's the kind that only love can bring. Lee Min-ho, on his part, seems to feel exactly the same. Recently, he was spotted attending an event where he was asked what inspired his latest creative project, and without hesitation he said, "Love. Love changes everything. It gives you courage, patience, and purpose. It makes you see beauty in everything, even in pain." The crowd immediately connected the dots, realizing who he was talking about. The way he spoke, the softness in his tone, and that unmistakable smile gave it all away. He didn't need to say her name. Everyone already knew it was Hye Kyo. Insiders reveal that this openness between them didn't come overnight. Hye Kyo had her walls up for a long time, and understandably so. After everything she had endured in past relationships, she had learned to protect her heart fiercely. But Lee Min-ho approached her differently. He didn't rush her, didn't push her. He simply stayed. He was patient, gentle, and consistently kind, proving over time that love doesn't always have to hurt. That's what changed everything for her. One of their close mutual friends once mentioned that during their early days of dating, Lee Minho would leave her little handwritten notes whenever she was having a hard day. Simple words like, "You're doing great," or "Don't forget to smile," but they meant the world to her. These small gestures, though quiet, spoke louder than any grand declaration. They slowly melted her fears and made her feel cherished in ways she hadn't felt before. Fast forward to now, and Hye Kyo seems to be embracing love more openly. She's no longer afraid to talk about emotions or show affection in public. In a recent photo shoot, she was asked to describe her current state of mind, and her response was breathtakingly poetic. She said, "I used to think love was fragile, something that fades with time. But now I know love can be strong, steady, and kind. It can heal what you thought was unfixable." And that, dear viewers, sums up just how much Lee Minho has changed her world. There's something magical about seeing two people fall in love not just for each other, but through each other. Healing, growing, and rediscovering what it means to truly care. Fans online have been flooding social media with touching messages about the couple, calling them the love story we didn't know we needed. One fan commented, "They're like poetry in motion, proof that love can begin again, even after heartbreak." Another added, "Hye Kyo's smile tells a story that words can't capture." And honestly, those fans aren't wrong. Every time Hye Kyo and Lee Minho appear together, whether it's at an award show, charity gala, or even a casual stroll caught by paparazzi, there's a softness between them, an unspoken understanding. They look at each other like they've found home. It's the kind of connection that doesn't need to be performed because it's real. But what makes this love story even more special is how they handle it with maturity and grace. They don't seek attention, yet their chemistry effortlessly draws the world's gaze. They've become symbols of love after loss, of hope after heartbreak, and of joy after pain. Hye Kyo, who once feared the vulnerability that comes with loving deeply, now embraces it as her greatest strength. And Lee Minho, ever her steadfast supporter, continues to remind her through his actions that love isn't about perfection, it's about presence. Lovely viewers, when you look at them now, it's hard not to feel inspired. Their journey reminds us that love can come at any time, even when we least expect it, and that the right person won't just love us, they'll help us rediscover parts of ourselves we thought were gone forever. Hye Kyo once said, "Lee didn't fix me. He reminded me that I wasn't broken." Those words echo with such truth and vulnerability that it's impossible not to feel touched. And as we await their next public appearance together, one thing is certain. This love story isn't just about two celebrities. It's about real transformation, trust, and second chances. Hye Kyo and Lee Minho have shown the world that sometimes, love's greatest beauty lies in its power to heal. Just days later, his public reaction became another chapter in this fairy tale that continues to melt hearts across the globe. It all began when Lee Minho appeared at a promotional event for one of his projects. The press had gathered in full force, eager to ask questions not just about his work, but about Hye Kyo's emotional revelations. As the flashes from cameras filled the room, a reporter finally asked, "Lee Minho SSI, have you seen Hye Kyo's recent interview where she spoke about how you changed her view of love?" The room went silent. All eyes turned to him. For a moment he didn't answer. He simply smiled, that familiar warm, slightly shy smile that fans adore. Then, in the calmest voice, he said, "Yes, I saw it." The way he said those words made hearts flutter instantly. You could tell that every word meant something more than it seemed. He looked down briefly, his smile growing softer before he added, "Hye Kyo has always had a beautiful heart. I didn't change her. I just helped her see what was already there." Lovely viewers, can you imagine how the audience reacted to that? The room erupted in gasps and soft murmurs, while fans watching the live stream online nearly broke the internet with their reactions. Within minutes, social media exploded with clips of that statement, and hashtags like #MinhoResponse and #MinKyoLoveStory were trending across multiple countries. But that wasn't all. Later that evening, Lee Minho posted a photo on his Instagram that sent fans spiraling into emotional overdrive. It was a picture of his shadow and someone else's hand interlocked with his. The caption simply read, "You taught me that love is not about perfection, it's about peace." Though he didn't tag anyone, fans knew instantly who he was talking about. The quote echoed Song Hye Kyo's exact words from her interview. Comments flooded in by the thousands. "This is love in its purest form. He's talking about her." And Minho and Hye Kyo are soulmates, no doubt. Even celebrities couldn't resist reacting. A few well-known actors left heart emojis under his post, while others wrote supportive comments like, "You two give hope to real love." Song Hye Kyo, meanwhile, stayed quiet for a few days, but her silence only built anticipation. Fans were sure she'd seen the post. After all, she was known for being thoughtful with her words. Then, just when everyone thought things might settle, she surprised the world again. On her Instagram story, she shared a serene photo of the ocean at sunset with a simple caption, "When love feels like calm waves, you know it's real." Lovely viewers, you could almost hear hearts melting around the world. The timing of that post was too perfect to be a coincidence. The media couldn't get enough of this silent love exchange. Major Korean entertainment outlets published stories like, "Lee Minho and Song Hye Kyo communicate through Instagram love notes." And fans believe Minho and Hye Kyo's connection runs deeper than ever. Analysts even noted how both of them used natural imagery, sunsets, oceans, shadows, to symbolize their connection. Fans were calling it love poetry without words. And just when everyone thought the internet couldn't handle more emotion, the two were spotted together again. A fan in Jeju Island captured a photo of them sitting quietly at an outdoor cafe by the beach. They weren't hiding. No masks, no attempt to avoid attention. Just two people sharing a cup of coffee and soft laughter as the sun dipped below the horizon. The photo went viral instantly. Lovely viewers, that moment became one of the most talked about sightings of the year. People commented about how comfortable and natural they looked together. No pretense, no distance, just pure connection. One fan wrote, "That's what love looks like when it's real, peaceful, not performative." Shortly after, Lee Minho's close friend gave an interview where he was asked about the actor's happiness these days. His response melted everyone's hearts. "I've never seen Minho smile this much before." He says that love feels different when it's with someone who understands your soul. That line alone sent fans into tears. Everyone knew exactly who he was referring to. Even more touching was what came next. During another fan event, a supporter shouted from the audience, "Oppa, you and Hye Kyo are perfect together." Lee Minho paused, laughed softly, and responded with, "She's the perfect one. I'm just lucky." The crowd erupted in cheers, waving banners with both of their names. His humility and devotion were enough to make even the toughest hearts soften. Meanwhile, Song Hye Kyo continued to speak glowingly of him in subtle ways. In a magazine interview, when asked what inspired her current happiness, she simply replied, "Sometimes the right person doesn't just love you, they remind you of who you truly are." Fans called it her most romantic answer ever. Lovely viewers, doesn't it just feel like you're watching the most beautiful real-life drama unfold? These two stars, who've both been through their share of heartbreak and loneliness, have found in each other a kind of peace that fame and fortune could never give. They've shown that love isn't always about grand declarations. Sometimes it's about quiet understanding, shared glances, and small gestures that speak louder than words. A few days later, Lee Minho and Song Hye Kyo were seen attending a private event together. Those who were lucky enough to be there said they couldn't take their eyes off each other. He was attentive, always making sure she was comfortable, while she looked genuinely happy, glowing in a way that no camera could fully capture. It wasn't an act. It was real. Fans online began calling their story, "The Love That Healed." And truly that phrase fits perfectly. Because it's not just about romance. It's about growth, forgiveness, and rediscovering joy in the smallest moments. Both Lee Minho and Song Hye Kyo have walked through storms in their personal lives, but together they found sunlight again. Lovely viewers, their story is proof that love can find you even when you least expect it. It's proof that no matter how much pain or loss you've faced, there's always a chance to love again. Deeper, stronger, and more peacefully than before.